Hi everyone. In this lesson, we will import Fibermesh from Zbrush into Cinema 4D, convert it into Ornatrix hair, attach and ground the guides to a scalp, prevent intersections with the body, preview strands in the viewport, fill gaps by drawing new guides, and render the result with Redshift. I will keep the steps simple, clear, and in order so you can follow along without confusion. Let's prepare our scene. Open Cinema 4D and Zbrush at the same time. In Cinema 4D, go to Edit, Preferences. Open Extensions, go Z and set import scale to 1. In units, make sure your working units are centimeters. These settings ensure everything imports at the correct scale. Now send the hair from Zbrush to Cinema 4D using Go Z. In Zbrush, open Preview Settings and set Previs to 100. Export the hair as a mesh. Click Go Z and wait for the transfer to complete. In Cinema 4D, run Go Z Importer. Rotate the imported object 180 degrees on the Y-axis. Apply Freeze Transform. Then apply Reset Transform to clear the object transforms. Next, turn the mesh strips into Ornatrix hair. We will use this mesh to drive guides. In Cinema 4D, choose Ornatrix, Hair from Mesh Strips. In Hair from Mesh Strips, set hair per strip to 1. Set Viewport Count Fraction to 100%. This gives a 1-to-1 copy of the guides along the mesh strips. Set points per strand to 30, so the strands are smoother. Now convert that hair to editable guides using Ornatrix, Guides from Hair. This makes the viewport faster and editing more convenient. Hide the ZBrush Mesh hair object, since we do not need to see it in the viewport or in renders. You will now see the guides. Next, snap the guides to the scalp. After Guides from Hair, add Ornatrix, Ground Strands. In the Ground section, drag the scalp object into Distribution Mesh. Turn off Ground Closest End. Click Attach Roots. Now, the guides are attached to the scalp. To keep the hair from intersecting the body, add Ornatrix, Push Away from Surface. Disable Collide with Distribution Mesh, because the scalp is not a closed mesh, and collisions may be inaccurate. In collision meshes, add the body, so intersections are checked against the character body. Set distance to 0.05. Now refine the guides. Add edit guides for interactive adjustments. Use this to tweak shapes, fix forms, or add hair where needed. If you made a mistake in ZBrush and want to correct that area, select those guides and use the comb brush. In brush settings, enable affix selected only, so the brush affects only the selected guides. In edit guides, set interpolation options to strand, so the overall form does not shift. Start combing to refine the shape. To see the true hair in the viewport after edit guides, add HairFromGuides. In HairFromGuides, choose Generation from Guides. Now you will see hair in the viewport. In the Ornatrix display tag, enable Show/End Result and enable Viewport Mesh Strands for a clearer preview. If you want to boost strand thickness for better previews, add MeshFromStrands. You will see the strands as geometry. Reduce the width in the Change Width modifier, so the strands are not too thick. In Edit Guides, turn off guide visibility, so only the mesh strands show during this preview. In MeshFromStrands, choose a cylindrical mesh and set sides to 8. In Change Width, you can experiment with hair radius to better reveal any intersections. With these settings, you will see an identical copy of the hair from ZBrush. You can keep editing after the preview. Go back to Edit Guides and turn the guide display back on. Select the guides you want and adjust them further. You can also close small gaps you do not like. You can also close any small gaps you notice. Stack another Edit Guides above HairFromGuides. Choose the Create brush. Draw in the missing hairs. This will add more strands and make the shape denser. Check the result with MeshFromStrands and confirm that the hair looks thicker and gaps are reduced. Continue editing as needed. For a quick Redshift render, turn off MeshFromStrands before rendering. In Change Width, set the hair thickness. For example, set the radius to 0.05. Add a Redshift light, for example, a Redshift dome light. Start Redshift IPR. Now you can render these hairs. That is it for this lesson. Thank you for watching.